Welcome back to CES 2020 from Las Vegas. We are here at MSI. They have a whole room here in the Venetian. There's laptops, there's new cases, there's coolers, there's a graphics card you can't buy. So let's go inside and take a look. BPS Custom's coverage of CES 2020 in Las Vegas is made possible by Thermaltake, Fractal Design, and Corsair. Thank you to them for making our trip possible. Check out the links below for all information on the new products being debuted this week in the desert, or more accurately, in a hotel room on the 40th floor of the smokiest building you've ever seen. If you guys have at all been paying attention over the last year or two to the AMD Ryzen scene, you're no doubt familiar with B450. It's the budget chipset that AMD introduced last year with Ryzen 2, and the most popular motherboard, without a doubt, to come out of that generation was the B450 Tomahawk. MSI realized this, and now they're coming out with a new Tomahawk board, this time for Ryzen 3rd generation and the X570 chipset. Now, normally you don't see the Tomahawk brand associated with higher end motherboards. This one is going to be somewhere north of $200, so not an inexpensive board. However, when you consider the other X570 boards that are on the market, you can definitely go a lot higher than this. The Tomahawk brand is defined by the military aesthetic and a good amount of features without being crazy on price. One of the interesting things that I think that they did here was that the entire I/O cover is actually metal, and they said they did it because it connects with the VRM cooling solution and it helps dissipate some additional heat. Other than that, you get two M.2s, two PCIe Gen 4, and a fixed I/O shield in the back, built-in Wi-Fi, and 2.5 gig internet. Other than that, as far as EPS connections goes, you get one 8-pin and one 4-pin up at the top. Obviously, your 24-pin is over on the side. There are no RGB LED effects on this board except for in one spot, and that's actually behind this edge of the board. The B450 Tomahawk did something very similar. So your LEDs are in the back. They're going to be down firing onto the case, create like a nice ambient underglow. But this is the X570 Tomahawk, coming soon-ish. They really didn't have a date for it, but you'll see it on the market for sure. Last year, my CES coverage was kind of centered around the 2080 Ti Lightning Z card, the very, very limited edition, high-end overclocking 2080 Ti that MSI only made about 200 of them, and they told me that they went through that allocation crazy fast. Well, right here is not the same card. This is the Lightning Z 10th anniversary edition. However, the only real difference is that the shroud is now silver instead of gold. Other than that, it's exactly the same, but guess what? Unfortunately, you can't buy it. They said the only reason that they brought this here is that the Lightning Z card actually did win a CES Innovation Award, so they wanted to have something to show off next to this little trophy over here. So Lightning Z, unfortunately, we hardly knew ye, I don't know. I don't speak old-timey English, but this is the Lightning Z, and unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get your hands on it, but obviously MSI has plenty of other 2080 Ti solutions if you want one. There is one unreleased graphics card here that you might be able to buy, and that is this one right here. It doesn't yet have an official name, but it's going to be something along the lines of the RTX 2070 Super Creator or Creation or something along those lines. And what they were going for is a very minimalist aesthetic. The shroud actually looks very similar to their Evoke cards that they brought out with the RX 5700 XT. It's a nice gunmetal finish on it. It's an RTX 2070 Super, so you can imagine that it performs honestly pretty similarly to other 2070 Supers that are on the market. But for those of you who are looking for a minimalist approach to your cooler design, no crazy RGB LEDs, no super loud fans, this is supposed to be the solution for you. Again, no definitive pricing or release yet on this, and also no definitive name, but you will see it coming to market pretty soon. Yet another product without an official name is this. Right now they're calling it the MagCore Liquid, and the plan is to have it released in both 240 and 360 millimeter radiator varieties. It's an all-in-one liquid cooler, and MSI said they've designed it and built it in-house. The fan situation isn't yet finalized, so right now it's got some addressable RGB fans on it, but who knows, that could change. But it's supposed to be budget targeted. So again, no definitive pricing or availability, but MSI is looking to get more into the game of being an all-in-one solution. So you're gonna be able to have a completely MSI system, and this is kind of the next step in the process, introducing coolers as well. For a long time, the standard in laptops, and one that MSI has been fully embracing, is the Intel-NVIDIA partnership. And to be honest, that's a fair way to approach things. They've kind of been the best way to go about it for a long time. But AMD is now also introducing some mobile solutions. So this is two laptops over here that are using the AMD Ryzen 4000 series mobile processors, also RX 5500M graphics solutions. So MSI is trying to branch out. They will still be offering Intel and NVIDIA products, of course, but also introducing these Ryzen products. So you're going to have some variation, some variety, some ways to choose your configuration and kind of build it the way you want to. Unfortunately, didn't have a huge amount of time to get into all the details about these laptops, but I'm going to leave a link down below in the video description if you guys want to learn more. So that's a wrap from CES 2020 here at the MSI Suite at the Venetian. Thank you so much for watching. Also, check out our sponsors for CES. That's Thermaltake, Corsair, and Fractal Design. Links down below in the video description. Get subscribed to the channel if you are not already, if you don't want to miss any of our upcoming CES content. Thanks for watching, and we'll check you soon. All of our CES videos are edited on the Electronics Mag 15. Check out the link below.